I hope you guys can hear me. If you can't, I guess you can't tell me if you can hear me. Oh well. All right. So yesterday we did a full sketch from the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Today we are going to paint and color the sketch I did yesterday. Yeah. So I have my sketchbook here. I have my paints all set up. So we're gonna paint first. I'm gonna use watercolor, and then we'll see. So yesterday we sketched this scene from the Mario Galaxy movie, and today we're going to be painting and coloring this. So yeah, loves this scene. Gave me happy vibes. It was just so sweet. Oh, my everything was just so happy. Ooh, don't want to ruin my paper. Ooh. All right, so we're gonna test some paints and whatnot first because I don't like to do anything without testing things out first. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna test out the paints on these little cards. That I got from candy wrappers. So, yeah. So obviously we're gonna need pink for Peach's dress, so I'm just gonna start coloring. I'm gonna start putting water on here. Kitty cat.
He's just sitting outside your door.
Meow. The kitty cat has joined. Sweet kitty. See if the yellows are any good. I don't know if any of my yellows will match the hair colors, but it's worth a try. So we'll see. Okay. We might have to mix some blue with some green because I don't have a turquoise for Rosalina's dress. So we're going to have to make some greenish turquoise-ish color, which I don't know how I'm going to do. But yeah. Right now we're doing some painting. But yeah, on my channel I do all kinds of things. I talk about books. I talk about animated movies. I do vlogs of my animation school days and whatnot. Yeah, today we're painting. We're gonna be coloring. So yeah, this is my setup. So right now I'm just testing out paints to see what color I want to work with. Yes, I did draw I did draw it. I did that yesterday live and I inked it in and everything. So yeah, I did a lot of cool stuff, I guess you can call it. Thank you for all the compliments, Raj. Yeah, I've done a lot of drawings in this sketchbook. I've done Nick and Judy. I've done so much stuff. done yeah, I did all kinds of fan art. I'm just like, I did some Loki fan art, other stuff. Yeah, Zootopia is great. I love it. I did a Rapunzel fan art. Did some Hunger Games fan art. My favorite band. I don't know if I have a favorite band. Is Linkin Park a band? If it is, let me know, because I think they're the best. Yeah, I do all kinds of fan art. I did some Owl House. I did Anya from Spy Family. Some I color in, some I don't. But yeah, I've done so many. I did Mabel from Gravity Falls. I did Anna and Elsa from Frozen. And I did Twig. And the piggy Wobbles from Gravity Falls as well. This guy is from Hilda. He's really cute. Yeah. I watched all of Gravity Falls, and it's really good. It's not my favorite Disney cartoon, but it's definitely a good one. I did a lot of... I did a Pikachu here, because Pikachu's my favorite. This is a plushie I have that I just love, so I wanted to draw him. And then I did Marinette and Adrian from Miraculous. Because they're, like, great. I love them. I did Luce from Owl House, and I did Marco from Star. Love him. This is turning into a sketchbook tour. This shouldn't be what this is, but anyway. Yeah, and then I drew Star and Kirby. So yeah, I've done a lot of fan art. It's my favorite thing to do. Whenever I'm in the mood, I just do fan art. So yeah, that's it. So we're going to go back to starting this one. So you guys get to see the whole paint process. And I'm going to use colored pencils as well to do some of the shading. So yeah. Ooh, Wander Over Yonder. I've never watched it, but I've heard of it. Anyway, I'm going to turn you guys around so you can see what I'm doing. I'm still going to keep talking, but yeah, I'm going to be testing out some paints and whatnot. So let's just get to testing things out. Okay, cool. I'll take your recommendation. Okay. All my paints are drying out because I just talked too much. Okay, I think those are all the colors we'll need. Maybe orange, because a light orange can turn into skin tone if you do it light enough with watercolor. Yeah, it's very complex. Yeah, I think those are all the colors I'll need. Okay, I think those are all the colors. I'm going to try and test out how I'm going to make Rosalina's dress color first, because I don't know how I'm going to do that. Oh. Thank you. It's nice to get a compliment that I look younger than I am. That's very nice. Actually, this is too big, this pen. I'm going to use the other one. Okay. So we're going to test some color out and like try and figure this out. So I'm going to put some blue here. Put some of this green to test it out, see if it becomes the right color. Kind of, but not completely. Maybe add more blue. Then try it here. It's still too green. Maybe a bit more blue. Ooh, okay. That looks a bit more like Rosalina color. Okay. We're getting closer to the color. It doesn't need to be perfect. This is just a fan art, but me, I'm very picky. But yeah. That's okay. The color is good. I think I figured out how to make the color I want. Okay. We figured it out. No, I'm not a professional artist, but I went to school, still going to school for 3D animation. So, yeah, I guess being an artist is kind of part of it. Anyway, gonna make sure there's enough of this color so I don't. Okay, I think there's enough. All right, we're gonna start painting some of this. So let's get this. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get this. Whee. Okay, I think we have enough of this color. Okay. Whee. Yeah. Okay, I think that's good. We don't want to overdo it because then it looks shitty. But yeah, I get very picky sometimes about things. But yeah. We can color it in a bit more after with the pencils, I mean. But yeah. I love watercolor. It's my favorite thing to color with. Like, there's nothing better than watercolor. Oh, thanks for the subscribes, people. All right, bye, Raj. Hello, all the newbies. The great thing about watercolor is it dries fast too, so it's not like I have to worry too much. Whee! About drying. Okay. Well, Rosalina's dress has been complete, so we can cross that off the list. And we didn't need too much color, so yay. Now I just need to clean my brush over here. All the other colors should be just straight out of the palette. There shouldn't be any mixing needed, but yeah. I'm calling whoever's new here a noob. I'm not calling you specifically. But, yeah, I don't need the rest of these. I don't think I'm going to be testing any colors, but I'm going to keep them on the side. But yeah. I love how color swatches look. They're just so fun. All right, let's see. What color are we going to do next? Maybe that little blue for Peach's earring. We're not going to do too much blue because there's not that much blue. Whee! Actually, yeah, I have to test colors before I do them, so I'm actually going to test that. Okay, we need a little more of a solid blue, so I'm going to add more paint than water, just to try and get a more solid color. Okay, that works. Okay, let's grab color. There we go. Pretty! It's the little things that make it great. All right, that's clean. All right, now we can move on to the next color. Okay, so we have a couple of people, and some people have to leave, but that's fine. I'm going to need to color some of the white sections with gray pencil later, but that's fine. Because I don't want to paint with gray, because I've painted with gray on white areas before that need to be white, and then it looks bad. So, oh, I just noticed a spot that isn't very well erased, so I'm going to have to erase that. If I can even find my eraser in this dump of mess that I've made. Come on, where is it? I'm just going to use the big eraser. There we go. Got it. It's always one little area you didn't erase properly. So I think we're going to do Peach's dress next. You're going to do the simplest thing. Well, maybe not simplest. Yeah. I'm going to put a ton of paint just because I know her dress is pretty big. So I'm just going to... Okay, let's see if this tests out right. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Okay. Add a little more water, actually. Okay. This might work. Okay. And I'm going to take more here, just... Add a little more paint because it's getting a little too light. We want everything to be a similar color. We don't want things to feel uneven. Yeah. When it comes to this, what can you expect? Whee! Okay, grab more paint. How odd. There you go. It's pretty nice. I'm going to add a little more paint here. But yeah. I don't think there's much else. Alright, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Yeah, my line art is so clean, really? Because yesterday I was complaining that it wasn't so clean. But thank you for the love for the lines. That makes me feel a little better about myself. Artists are we're always questioning ourselves. We're never happy with anything. Well, that's not true. I'm very happy with how this art piece turned out. I was really scared it wouldn't turn out nice, but it did. So, yay. Name a song. Let me think of one. um, hmm. I don't know. Play something that you like. I don't know. Yeah, well, my line art isn't perfect. Um, but yeah, it definitely takes practice. And it definitely takes a certain pen. I find the with certain pens, I have less control over it, so the lines look kind of choppy sometimes. But yeah, it just depends the pen you use too. Sometimes I find I have more steady control with like smaller brush tips, not the longer brush tips. I find those I lose control of it, but yeah. Okay, what's next? So I'm gonna have to do the hair at some point, but I want to do the skin tones first. So let's start with some one. I always start with orange for skin tone. Don't ask why. With watercolor, if you put enough water, sooner or later it's so light that it looks almost skin tone, but it takes a lot of water. Like a lot. Like a lot. So I have to test before I put it down on the page. Okay. Yeah. And if there's too much water, it doesn't look good either. So it's like, you gotta really get a good ratio of paint and orange. Otherwise, it's gonna look strange. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. And add a little more paint. Yeah, that's too orange, I think. Ugh. Let me try this. Maybe if I add some yellow. I've never tried adding yellow. Hello, new people. Okay, that just makes it more yellow. That didn't fix it at all. Okay, yeah, I always have struggles with skin tone. Yeah, that's too yellow. No. Nope, that's too yellow. That will not do. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, this is really bothering me. Getting the skin tone right is very essential. So, I don't know what that is, but I could try. We'll see what percentages we get with the paint. I don't know. I don't really do math. I don't like math. Math bothers me. I don't know. I'm trying to mix, but I'm not sure. I think it needs more water. So much water. Thank you for all the love, guys. Yesterday I had nobody in the stream, so this is actually really nice. Okay, I think I got the perfect color now. Or maybe not. Hold on. If I do one layer, it seems to look nice. If I do too many layers, it looks bad. So I gotta be really careful with this. Oof. That might be too. Let me add more water. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm really struggling, guys. I don't know why. It's so hard to find a good skin tone. It is so hard. Life is so hard. Thanks for the love, Kane. Okay, this should be fine-ish. I don't know. It still looks orange. Okay, we're gonna go with this. I don't know if it's gonna look good, but here we go. We will try it on the arm. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we're gonna go with this. There you go. Gonna try and get it just right. Okay. It's still a little orange, but what you gonna do? It still looks pretty good. Then Rosalina's skin tone is basically almost the same color, so... Oh, shit. Don't want to do that. So we're going to try and do the same color. Let's try the back of this paper to test that out. Getting the color right is very important. Yeah, Rosalina's skin tone is a little bit lighter than Peach, but not that much. I don't know. Okay, now it's starting to border on too much water and not enough paint at all. Okay. Sorry, skin tones is all I seem to talk about. Skin tone is very important. Okay, I got it. I got it a bit lighter. I've got the power. And so do you. We've all got the power. Alright. And that's all the skin tone that Rosalina shows. Her arm, her hands, and her little bit of the face. So, great. Thank you, weird kid vibes. Thank you so much for all the love. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. I mean, I'm still not happy with Peach's skin tone. I wanted it to be lighter, but what can you do, I guess? Can't win them all. There's always something I'm unhappy with. That's the problem with traditional art. Once you've put it down on paper, you can't undo it. Like on digital. But yeah. Whee! So many painting jobs. Alright, we're getting to the hair. This should be a little easier because basically yellows, just very light yellows are very... Yeah, so let's hope that this is a little easier. Okay. Oh yeah, people who mix wall paint colors perfectly. Yeah, I don't know how they do that. Let's see, which color am I going to use? Peach looks like she has more of a yellow than Rosalina. Hers seems a little more, but we'll see. Cuz this yellow seems too yellow. But we'll see. Yeah, it seems a little too neon. Maybe add some orange to the yellow. But then that's too much orange. Yeah. That's some more yellow. Okay, that looks more like a gold, like Peach's hair. Okay, I like that color. Can add a little water to it to just add a little more transparency. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Perfecto. C'est bon. I like that. Okay. I don't know if we'll have enough of this color, but we may or may not. Yeah, I don't think we'll have enough. Need to make more of it. Okay, it's almost the same color. I'll do. Coloring hair is fun. When you have the right color. More paint. Whee! The black loves to mix with the color paint. I don't know why. It's so annoying. Yeah. No, no. The black is mixing with the yellow. Why? 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 Oh, no. I hate when the ink does this. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is bad. This is very, very bad. I hate when paint does this. I hate this. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. I don't know why the ink bleeds like this. It's so annoying, especially with yellow. Oh, I hate that shit. It makes me so upset. Oh, brother. Can't fix that, I'm afraid. I tried my best. Thanks, Laker, for the love of the drawing. Oh yeah, Kane, the mixing, I hate that. I need to find better line pens. I need to find better ink pens that don't bleed. If any of you know any that doesn't bleed with paint, because I'm about to just start painting before I do line art and then doing the line art on top, because sometimes I get paint on top of the line art and then I have to go over the line art again anyway. So, I don't know. It's kind of annoying, I won't lie. Oh, it even got on the hands and Peach's dress. Oh, no. I'm very unhappy now. Very unhappy. It even got on freaking Rosalina's hand. I'm not happy. I'm not amused. Oh, brother. Anyway, this is sad. Anyway, I'm gonna try and color in the crown a little. Ah, brother, I hate black and yellow. I don't know why it always does this. That's why you can't go over the lines too many times when you have yellow. Oh, brother. This black splotch now is bothering me. But what can you do? Alright, I'm gonna do Rosalina's hair, I think, next. So let's get into that. Her hair is even lighter, so this will probably be even worse. Anyway. Let's try the lighter yellow. See if this is as... Maybe add some orange to this just to give it a little more pop. But add a little more yellow too. To get rid of the excess. Okay, no, it's still too orange. Okay. Add more yellow. Still nothing. Like, I don't get it. Nothing wants to cooperate with me. Yeah, nothing, apparently. Because Rosalina's hair is very much almost like platinum blonde, and I don't know how to do platinum blonde. This is the problem. How do you make platinum blonde? Maybe some gray? I don't know. I don't want to make it black. And I don't have much white either. And white doesn't really do much when it comes to watercolor. So I don't know. Let's try. $10, yeah. Yeah, those microns, I have a few of them. They're kind of expensive. Yeah, you think? I'm just going to put more more white and see if that fixes. Because it seems to get lighter when I add some white. So maybe I'll get it to a platinum area. Eventually. It's all about testing. And common sense. Common sense helps too. Have you guys seen the Super Mario Galaxy movie yet? Let me know in the chat. Okay, we're almost getting there. It's almost light enough, I would say. We'll just start applying. There we go. Just can't go over the block lines too many times, otherwise it'll start to bleed. So just have to be mindful of that. Yeah. There we go. I think we found our yellow. That works. Great. Okay, cool. So some of you haven't seen it yet. That's cool. This is a bit of a spoiler drawing, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't tell you much, but to me it tells me, because I know I've watched the movie. But anyway. We try to get the paint to stay outside of the line art. Next time I'm just going to do the line art last and just leave. But I say that every time and I never do it because when I erase the pencil lines, they're still visible. And so sometimes I don't know what the final line was because I can't erase it properly. So I need to go over it with the line art first so I know what I'm doing ahead of time. Right away, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Wait, I'm gonna... It's a lot of water, so I'm just trying to manage it. Put too much water, I think. Okay. There we go. We got Rosalina's hair color right. Yay! We accomplished something difficult. Next, I'm going to do Rosalina's crown, which is also a lighter whitish, yellowish. Yeah. I don't want to make a mess of the line art. Alright, There you go. It's as light as it needs to be. Everything is great. Like, some of my line art pens, with the ink, some of them, when you go over like, when you try to erase the pencil lines underneath the inked line art, sometimes my eraser will start erasing the line art, and I don't know why it erases. Like, there are certain things like that that bother me. Like, you're supposed to be good ink. Like, why are you erasing with an eraser a little bit? Like, why? But yeah, I have 3-micron pens. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to be drawing Mario, but yeah, I just wanted to do this scene because it really pulled at my heartstrings, so. Alright, let's get to the crown colors. So, again, we have a little bit of like a little bit of blue left from the last thing we did, but we can just use a little more. Whee! Yeah, okay. This is gonna be blue. A little more blue than that. Okay. And even Rosalina's is like almost the same blue, almost, quite. There you go. So that's the blue. We're gonna need to do some red. Anyway. Alright, let's get some red. This is more of a reddish, kind of pinkish, so I think it'll go well. But yeah. Yeah, it's more reddish, pinkish. Okay. It's a lot pink. Hold on. I'm gonna try and fix. Okay, I fixed it a little bit. I like this, I like this, I like this. I don't know why this red looks so pink all of a sudden. That's so bizarre. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There we go. Now it looks a bit more. Hold on. I think with the water it becomes more pink, but if I put more paint than water, it'll look red. There you go. Yay! The painting is finished? Yeah, now it's time for the pencil colors. The colored pencils. Yeah, something like that. Thank you, Clay, for liking the drawing. Haha, that's funny, Kane. Yeah, the shadows, but I tried painting over the pink part of Peach's dress, and it does make a shadow, but the pink is more showing now than the black, so I think I fixed the dress area. It's just the hair that's a little bit but yeah, it could be like a shadow, so I'm gonna try not be too picky. It's just fan art, but what can you do? I tried my best. Maybe it'll go away if I use pencil crayon over it. Anyway. That is it for painting. I'm going to put the paints away and we can start using colored pencils. Yay! But I have to clean up my mess. So, I'm going to try and clean this up. This thing's already really wet, so it's like, will it pick up all the color? Probably not. Oh, I just got white all over my finger. Ah. It's better to clean when it's wet because it picks up better, but yay! And then I throw out the towel. But yeah, this is how I clean up my palette. Alright, we've cleaned. We've done our duty. Now we'll just leave the paints to dry overnight, and that way I don't make a mess. Whee! Actually, I'm going to leave this in front and just bring my colored pencils. But yeah. Yes, Jesus is a great man. Did not deserve what he got. Not at all. Thank you for the amazing day wishes, Jinx Gaming. Alright, time for colored pencils. Yay! I wish the hair turned out a bit better. Because it's a bit streaky. But what can you do? It's just fan art. But what can you do? Yet I'm still complaining. I can't stop. My OCD hates me right now. Alright. I'm going to start testing my colors on the previous page. So, if you see me bringing my arm close to the screen, it's that. Thank you, Theo, for the sub. Thank you. Alright, let's see. What gray would go nice with the white of Rosalina's dress? Let's see. Okay, that might work, but it's very messy. Some colors are not very nice. Like, these are old Prismacolors mixed with new ones, so that's probably why they look kind of strange. But anyway. Okay. Okay. Add a little shadow there. Doesn't show very much. Do I have anything lighter that actually might work better? Let's see. Oof, don't like that color at all. Sometimes with my free space in the sketchbook, I like to test out my colored pencils so that way I can fill up some of the pages. So that's a way to fill up your sketchbook. You can just do color swatches in random spots that you can't fill up, that you don't know what to fill them with. And it makes cute little swatch looking things. It's very fun. Ugh. These pens, some of these are bad. Some of these are bad. I will not lie. Okay, I think this one's not too bad. It's not too dark. Okay. There we go. That one I like. Okay. This will be good for the gray areas that have a little bit of shading. I mean, the white areas that have a bit of shading. My brain is not working. Anyway. Do I have a white pencil? Yes, I do. Do I ever use it? No. Because white doesn't really draw really over the colors. But it kind of does. At the same time, it's really bizarre. But then again, I have a secret weapon. It is called a jelly roll, and it has white ink, so I can make an area whiter if I want to. Oh wow, thank you, Theo. If I'm your favorite live streamer, that's cool. Haha. Yeah, guys, sorry, when I'm drawing, I have a hard time looking at the comments, but I'm looking at them right in front of me on my laptop, so whenever I look up, I will eventually get to your comments. There aren't that many of you that I'm gonna fall behind, so it's like... Ooh. And there we go! The jelly roll fixed the issue. So I wanted a little bit of shading, but I don't want the gray to take over the white of Peach's gloves, so... Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna keep this on the side in case I need it. Yeah, on this... Yeah, Peach's gloves here are very dark because of the shadow that's cast, so... That I'll put in full darkness, kind of. And then, even this area is a little... There you go. Yeah, because there's some shadows cast, so it's gonna do that. But yeah, there's still a little, there should still be a little white here. Okay. Yeah, I have this habit of putting too much gray and then it doesn't look right. Good thing I have my magic jelly roll pen. Though if it ruins my line art, that's not great. But I can just fix that right up and just bring out a pen for that. Alright, I'm gonna bring out a line pen just to fix. Nah, that's my Micron 3. This is my brush. I don't know where my other Micron is. Let me try and find... Ah, this one will work. There you go, I fixed it. I fixed the line art. Can I make Lori Loud from Loud House in Mario Galaxy style, but with bare feet? Yeah, we're not doing that. That's kind of weird of a request. No. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, here's gonna be... The minute you say bare feet, you've lost me. The minute you said that, you lost me. That's not happening. Okay, here there's a lot of gray, so it's actually not bad that I've been in the habit of putting a ton of gray. Okay. There you go. It still could have been a lighter gray, but what can I do? I'm just a girl. Trying her best. Maybe try to lighten it up by rubbing it? I don't know. Maybe try the white again. I guess even the white can't handle it. So this is why I don't understand why they include a white pencil in the colored pencils boxes, because they don't do anything. They're really, like, unless you're drawing on black paper. But yeah, it does look shiny. But I don't know if I like it. See, guys, I'm having a dilemma. I don't like anything I do. And then I try to fix it, and then it looks better. But right now it's not fixing, so... Wait. Anyway, my cat is having fun. I think I'm just going over the line art again. If I'm being too rough. Okay. We're just gonna stop messing with it because I'm just like... losing my marbles. But yeah, it does look shiny. I agree, Kane. It does look shiny. I just wish it looked a bit better. Unless I go over it with a complete, one of these whiteouts, correction fluids, and just completely restart. But then drawing with colored pencils on top of this stuff is really, really hard. So I don't know. I don't know what I should do. Yeah, I'm in a dilemma. Anyway, I'm just gonna handle everything else, and I'll leave that for last if it's bothering me enough. But yeah. Okay, let's get to the dresses next. So I'm gonna try and find a pink that matches the dress to some degree, but is darker. So I could do the shadows now, but that's a bit too orange or red. That's gonna be too red. I'm trying to find my pinks, but it's so hard to see anything in this lighting. Oh, brother. That looks like it might be a pink-ish. That looks more red, though. Ooh, I don't know. The colors are always... That's why you have to swatch things out. Okay, this color matches. This is a dark red. Crimson red. Yeah, definitely not. And definitely not. Ooh. This one looks like it'll be more purple than pink. Yeah, it's a bit more purple, but it actually seems to suit the dress actually better. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. This one's more close to the dress color, and this one is more close to what the shadows would probably look like because they're darker. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not taking any requests this stream. It's basically what the title suggests. You get what you see. It's not a request. I prefer not to do requests. I did requests a while ago, and it was fun, but not as fun as just doing fan art that I want to do. And I don't have time to be staying here all night either. I do want to get some reading done eventually. Anyway, I'm gonna... There you go. Oh. Alright, I sharpened the pencil. These sharpeners that came with the Crayola colored pencils are the bomb. I don't know if they still come with these or if they're still as good, but when I was in elementary school, these were so good for sharpening pencils, and I'm just still in love with this, and I'm never getting rid of it. It's just so good. Ah, you've been scrolling. Okay, yeah. That's why lately I've been doing a lot of my streams vertically instead of horizontally, because they get more traction that way. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. We will see if I get there. Anyway, this spot's already dark, but we're gonna add a little more. Okay. So I'm gonna follow the line art here for some of the areas that are a bit darker, like here. Yeah. Some of this line art was just to tell me where the ruffles in her dress are so I could put the shadows properly. You know. Okay, this is almost black in the photo, but I'm just gonna do it in pink. I am following a reference photo for those of you who think I'm just free drawing anything. I do have a reference in front of me, and I just draw what I see when I'm sketching usually. Anyway, now I'm going to do some of the more... Some of the more sections that have more pink in them. But yeah. Shoot! Bless me. Okay, there's a little shine in Peach's dress, so I'm going to put the little shine at the top. If I can even get this pen to work. Okay. Yeah, it's a little thing like that. Okay. Okay. Coolio. Yeah, drawing without a reference is hard. If you can do that, that means you've been drawing for years and are pretty much a professional. But I don't know. Some professionals probably still use reference. So I don't know. I love the texture that colored pencils add to a drawing. That's why I love to do colored pencils on top. Of the paint, because the watercolor paint is really pretty, but I also like to, you know, make sure that everything is accurate. I don't know, I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, I like having some form of texture in my artwork. Am I Isabella Selick? No. No, I am not. I don't even know who that is. Should I know who that is? Let me know. Okay, this area should be darker. Plus, I don't do shading when I watercolor paint, so it gives me a chance to add in those shadows with the colored pencil. Whoops, my reference turned off. Anyway, this area here is very dark, so I'm just gonna... We... so much drama. Oh no. Okay, so it's not perfect. I could add a little bit of... Ooh. Some areas are supposed to look more shiny than they do. But that would require more of a purple. And I don't know if a purple would draw over this. I think it's already too much graphite on the page. Anyway, that's Peach's dress. Now let's get to Rosalina's. Let's see if I have any good colors for this. Ooh! This might be a little too turquoise and not enough blue in it. Actually, this might work. Great, first shot. Found a color. That's great. Oh, thanks, the Barney Squad, for loving the artwork. Now, there's going to be a little shadow here. And then a little more shadow here. The dress is more blue in the movie, I think, than turquoise, but it's still... What can you do? I'm just a girl, trying her best. Okay, there you go. And this side of her dress is actually more light because of the sun, but I'm not gonna... I can't put any lighter color now. This area is very dark. Yeah. Yeah. Add a little texture. Just a little light texture, nothing too big. Okay. Next, we're gonna do the skin tone. Hi, Hermione. And then the hair, and then we'll be done. Skin tones, skin tones, skin tones. Lots of oranges. Let's see if any of them are good. This one's might be too yellow, but not dark enough. That looks more like it would be good for the hair than the skin tone. Okay, this one looks like it's good for the skin tone of Peach. So we're going with this one. Oh yes, I've heard of anime. I don't really like anime. The only anime I like is Spy Family and Sonic X. That's pretty much the only two animes I like. Unless Kirby Right Back At Ya is considered anime? Question mark? I used to love that show. Oh. Okay, so there's a little bit of darkness in the face, but not too much. So let's keep it rather clean. Ugh. Oh, I love it. It's already looking great. You guys should go see the Mario movie. It's getting so much hate and it's doing amazing in theaters. Like, it's really good and it's worth the watch. Like, out of everything that's come out recently, that's the one movie I wanted to see. So, I'm also an animation person, but Peachy, Peachy, Peachy. Sweet Peachy. She's so sweet. I love how badass she is. Just great. Yep, this side of her face is darker for some reason. And it looks a bit weird because the other side of her face isn't as dark, so I have to make it match more. Yeah, there you go. That feels a little better. Okay. Pretty. And she also has her arm here that comes out a little, so let's color that. Okay, that's Peach's skin tone. Now let's get to Rosalina's is a lot more pale. So let's see if any pale yellows look nice. Or maybe pale, very pale oranges. Oh, this is pale. This might work, but I don't know, it might be too flashy. I'm gonna try another one. Finding the right color is important. Color is like very important to figure out. Ooh. This one might be fun. Let's try these. Okay, that might work. Let's try the other one. Too yellow. Oops. Let me try test it again. See if I like it. It's a bit too orange. It's hard to find a good color. Jeez. Nope. Maybe use the same color I used for Peach, but it's a bit dark. But you know what? I'll just use that. Try not to put too much of it though, because Rosalina is very light-skinned. Okay, there you go. I put some there. And put some here. Okay. I fixed a little bit of the blackness with the colored pencil on top, but not very much of it, but whatever. Alright. I am not Isabella Selick. I have said that multiple times now. Actually, now it's twice. I guess everybody left. Jeez, where are all my concurrent viewers at? Where are you guys? You still there? Don't bail out on me yet. We're almost done. Now I gotta do the hair. Alright. Yeah, this will be good for the darker parts of Peach's hair. At least I think so. So we're gonna use this. I'm gonna probably sharpen this. There we go. Nice and long. All right. Let's see. She has some white parts in her hair, but sadly I can't do the white part. Okay. There you go, okay. Some orange in here-ish, yellowish. Ah, okay. So there is some more here-ish. There you go. A lot of these areas are darker, so it's going to be a lot of dark little crevices and areas. Okay. Pretty. Very pretty. Wee. Yeah. Lots of dark areas on the bottom strands because they're all underneath the main strands, so it's like very dark under there. Wee. There you go. I'm probably gonna have to go over the hairline art again, but what can you do? But yeah, now it's time for Rosalina's hair. And then I don't think I'm gonna do the tiaras. I think they're fine the way they are, but maybe, actually, I might just do the tiara. Hold on. Go. Just to add a little color flavor because it doesn't have much color flavor. Okay, there you go. Yeah, 'cause Peach's crown is way more golden. Rosalina's seems more like silver, which is really cool distinction. I don't know. Okay, let's find a color for Rosalina's hair because this platinum blonde is not good for me. Ugh. That looks too yellow. That looks too green. Can't do green. Oh, this looks more like a closer. Okay, we're gonna try all of these. This is too bright. Not bright enough. This doesn't even show on the page. And neither does this one. Maybe I need more of a grayish. 'Cause platinum blonde looks more gray when it's in shadow. Just gotta find the right gray. Finding the right gray is not easy. Don't want to make it too dark. Yeah, that looks too dark. I need a really light gray. But not too light that you can't tell it's a shadow, though. I think this might work, but we're going to test out another few. See. There are quite a few grays I've got that I can try. Oh. Even this little guy hiding in the corner. We're going to try everything. Too dark. This might actually work. But let's try every single one of these. Too dark. Too dark. Too light. Too light. And too blue. Okay. We're going with this one then. All right. Let's see. Where are the shadows in this girl's hair? So there's a little shadow here. A tiny bit. Yeah, here it's very gray. Yeah, it's very gray. Yeah, the hair I always have to go over the line art again. Bizarre, but that's always how it is. Whee! Alright, the rest of it will stay as is, I guess. I tried my best to get the colors right, but now it seems like the gray is overtaking the yellow of Rosalina's hair, but that's what it looks like in the photo. Just probably a little more yellow, but what can I do? Maybe do some yellow on top. There you go. But now it looks too yellow. Oh, brother. You know what? That's just how it's gonna be. Screw off. I'm done. There you go. That actually fixed a bit. Okay. This is the finished product, I believe. Actually, let me do her little earring, though. Like, let me test this out. Okay, this will work. There you go. And that's the finished product. Nobody else is left in this live stream, so I guess I'm just talking to myself. But whatever. Thank you for watching. These last 2 nights, if you have, probably not. But anyway, this is the final result. I think it's cute. It could be better, but you know what? Us artists are always complaining about something. If it's not the color of something looking weird, it's something else. Yeah. So this is the finished product. Thank you guys for all the love. Yeah. I just felt in the mood to do some fan art. So I did. And I really think it's cute. I put a bit too much gray in some areas, and then some of the black of the ink pen I used kind of bled into the paint and made like this hair look grayish, which I was really bummed about. There are certain things I'm very nitpicky, but it's pretty much, it's done. It's done. So, thank you guys for watching. If you wanted to see part 1 of me sketching this drawing, I filmed that live the other day if you want to go watch that. But yeah, this was the full painting and colored pencil work, and this is the final product. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.